Good evening. Susie with Seint Beauty, and it's been a crazy day. So we're gonna do some relaxing makeup, and then it'll all be good. I'm gonna use my setting spray. I always use this. This is what I used to always be looking for, that perfect primer, but now I don't need a primer. This makeup, this cream foundation, you don't have to have a primer. But I do love to have a little bit of extra grip, so I use my setting spray. So I just spray it in my hands, a couple pumps, and then I will rub it all in. Good, I just got the notification that I'm live. You never know, if sometimes this stuff's gets a little bit hinky. And then I also need my primer for my lids. I could have been just a smidgen more prepared because I've been doing stuff right into the 12th hour, 13th hour, whatever that saying is. So this is the, it's by Pharmacy. My cousin sells it, and it's the Protofit eyeshadow primer. I love, love, love. Brittany, Carrie, my girls. This is an eyeshadow primer, and it is phenomenal. It is, I feel like it makes my eyeshadow, not only does it make it last for a long time, but then it kind of dries to a powdery finish. And I absolutely love the fact that it evens out the tone on my eyelids, and so it makes any of the colors that I'm wearing stand out more. I can tell a huge difference when I don't put this on. So I pretty much wear it every time I wear eyeshadow. So there we go. Now my canvas is ready. And it needs some work. It needs some TLC. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna put just a little bit of powder over it. But the other end, this is the blend brush. Okay? And then really quick, normally I do my eyebrows before I come on here, because even though I had a microbladed, my hair does not look so good. My hair is a crazy mess. Oh my goodness. I'll tell y'all the story here in just a minute. It's been a crazy day. But even though I have my eyebrows microbladed, I still fill them in just a little bit because I like for them to be just a little bit darker, because once I put on makeup, like right now it's fine, but when I put on makeup, I feel like they kind of wash out a little bit. So the great thing about the microblading, again, this is just a drugstore, I don't even know what this is, Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim. I wear the color dark brown. My eyebrows have always been black compared to my hair. I don't know why, but they always have been super dark. So I have to go darker. But don't forget about your eyebrows, ladies. That's what frames your face. So really with the microblading, I just barely shade it. And it's kind of already outlining everything for me. There's no guessing game. That's what I love about it, is it takes me 3 or 4 seconds, and boom, I'm done. Alright, we're going to do eyeballs first. We're going to make it a quick one. I'm not even sure what colors I'm going to wear. My favorites that I've been wearing is Blondie on my lid. I love Blondie, which is this really pretty gold shimmery color. But I think today what I'm going to do is some Bubba. Oh, you're getting your eyebrows touched up. I had mine done in, I think, July. Was that when I had them done? I can't remember. Y'all may remember. Because I panicked about it because I looked like the guy from American Pie, the dad. My eyebrows were huge. They were black. I was like, oh my gosh. And everyone was like, calm down. It's nothing. And they did. I mean, they're fine now. They're perfect. They went way down. So this is the color Bubba. My voice sounds weird. Is it? I got a heater in here. Should I do something? I know, Rudy, it was terrible. It was a tragedy. That's when y'all got to know the real me, the panicky me that's like, uh-oh. Okay. And then I'm going to go in with some Soulmate on my lid. It's a pretty shimmery color. Got this ring light, and it is so bright, so I hope you guys can see good because I am blinded. Okay. Okay. And then I'm going to take this Miiha. It's a beautiful fuchsia color. Oh, so pretty. One of my faves. And I'm just going to kind of go in the outer corner. Let me grab a mirror here. My voice don't sound right. Zunia? What's wrong with my voice? How does it sound? Should I turn my heater off? See, as crazy as that color looks, it is a gorgeous color. Maybe, let me turn my heater off. Is that better? It's a little muted. I sound like a man. That's alright. That's alright. Maybe I can come home, sit around the couch and not do nothing at night then, if I got a man's voice. Right? I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Alright, I'm gonna put the... Maybe I turned the heater off. Maybe it's my defeated voice. Because I will tell you, today I feel defeated. It has been a rough since 4 o'clock. My son called. This is still me, y'all. I'm putting in my corner. At 4 o'clock, I had a meeting at work, and my son called and was like, Mom, he had to be at work at 4, and I had a meeting at 4. And he called at like 2 minutes till and said his truck had blown a fuse, or blown a hose. So I was panicked. So we have run around. Me and my husband, we planned a date night. We was going to go to eat at All Steak in, I was going to have a cheat meal. I'm doing this E2M fitness, and I was going to have a cheat meal and go. Well, guess what? Our reservations was at 7. It's an hour away. So your girl didn't make it. We rescheduled them for tomorrow night. Okay. So I'm going to put just a little bit of Philly in the outer corner. I didn't mean to put that up there, but it don't matter. Any mistake that you feel like you make with this makeup is not a mistake because it can all be fixed. And I'm only putting it right here just to deepen it just a little bit. So we didn't get to go on our date night. It is better now. It must have been the heater. I had a little heater sitting right here beside me that I can sit on a heater because I get so hot, almost like I'm hatching an egg, and because I'm cold all the time. But I didn't think about it being on. Then we'll flip this back over, and I'm just going to kind of blend it together. And that's going to be my eyeballs. Sometimes I'll go in, actually I'll go ahead and do it now, and do a really quick, I'll use a color like this right here. This is the brightening pencil by the Eye Brightener by Thrive in the color Stella, and I will put it right here on the inner corner. Sometimes I'll use the eyeshadow too. We have a lot of pretty eyeshadows. We have Sabrina, Drift, Unicorn. You could use our Illuminators. They're really pretty there too. And then I'll even pop this on the lower waterline. And then I like to go in with like a gel pencil. Do you think I have handy anywhere? No. I don't even know where it's at. I don't even know what I did with it. My life is a mess. And this, I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to raise my eyeballs because I can't do it any other way. And I just do it right here in the outer corner on the top waterline. Sometimes I can go all the way across, but usually I freak out and then my eyes start watering and it hurts. So I can do right there. Some people can do it all the way just looking straight, but my eyes are super sensitive. And then I'm just going to actually go and just line the very right along my lash line. I don't do thick liner. And I have hooded eyes, so I really don't do a wing. But if I want a wing, I will just take it right here, stick it almost inside my eye, and kind of flick it out. Good enough for me. That's all I need. Maybe my voice is a little hoarse. It kind of sounds hoarse to me too. I don't know, like a man, but there we go. Put on a little bit of mascara. I will use the Sky High. Look how cute that little tube is. I got that right before Christmas. It's a perfect size too. 3 of them, three in a bundle. 3 of the Maybellines in a bundle for $10. So I was all about it. So disappointed that we couldn't go on our little date. I even asked my husband out. I know, I am tired. I'm exhausted. I even sent my husband a text yesterday, and I was like, you want to go on a date with me? And he was like, sure, that sounds like fun. You know, he was all about it. And then we couldn't do it, of course, because life. All right, now we're gonna get to the magic. This compact right here, this is my handy dandy all-in-one, right? So I've got all these colors that I'll use on my face as my foundation. Then I have some bronzers and lip and cheeks. And then I keep my eyeshadows on the other side. So it's really handy dandy. So I think, let me see what brush do I want to use. I think I'll use the powder brush. I've been loving this one lately. So I'm going to start by doing my contour first. I'm going to use this Scary Dark color Indigo, and then I'm going to use this little flat paddle side of the brush, and then I'm just going to draw. Don't it look scary? It blends out good. You got to worry about it. And I've had a few people ask and say, how do your colors sometimes seem so creamy? And I had that same question when I started. I'd be like, oh my gosh, the colors that I'm looking at on everybody when they're putting it on seem like it goes on like a dream. And then some of mine were a little bit dry. But I have found that if I get a hairdryer and hit it for a few seconds, it's good. And sometimes if it's not good enough, I will melt the tin all the way down. I have a candle warmer that I set it on. And I'll just melt it all the way down, stir it up with a toothpick. Sometimes it gets a little fuzzies from the brushes and just from being on your face and all that. So if that ever happens, you can do that, and then they'll be a lot more creamy. But your contours are going to have a little bit of a harder consistency than your main shades that go on your face. Okay, so that's my contour. Isn't that scary? I don't know how this stuff works, but it does. Now I'm going to go in with my main shade right here, which is the color Sandy. And I'm going to flip over to this side. This is a little bit fluffier, but it's still got a little bit of a slant, a blunt slant. And then I'm just going to kind of stipple into this. And then stipple it onto my face. You don't need a lot of this product either, guys. These little tins can last anywhere from 2 to 4 months, depending on. Now, if you swap it, you're wasting that product, because when you put it on your face and then you're like, oh, it feels like I've got too much, or it feels sticky or tacky or anything, you've used too much. And that's just wasting, because then you have to go in with a sponge or something and try to wipe some of it off so it doesn't feel, you don't want it to feel cakey or anything like that. Then this shouldn't. It'll feel like you're wearing a light moisturizer and that's it. I mean, to me, it doesn't even feel as heavy as some of the BB creams or the CC creams that I wore. Okay. And now I'm going to go with this bright shade right here. It's called Sunlit. And I'm using the same brush that I use for my contour. And I am just going to try to get right up in here. And just go down the center of my face. Blends like a dream, guys. Blends like a dream. My contour is indigo. Yeah, you missed it because I saw you talking on Polo. I saw Brittany's on Polo. I was like, what's she doing over there? She skirted out of here. I can't blame you. It's been such a rough day. I don't know why anybody would want to watch. Okay. So now I've got Sunlit, Sandy, and Indigo. So my face is going to be, this is a full highlight and contour, okay? So I've not done any of my blush or I've not done any of my bronzer yet. So I'm going to do that next, but I'm going to go ahead and blend first. So I'm going to use this end of the brush. I really like, this is my favorite blending brush. I love this brush. Anytime I suggest for like a first time buyer, I always suggest this brush because I feel like you can do so much with it. And this side right here is great for applying and blending. But since we're using this brush now, we're going to go ahead and commit to it. I like to always blend my lighter colors too. Some people don't. Some people don't like to put their contour on first. You just, it's totally up to you. There are so many ways that you can do it. And there's none of them's wrong. You just pick what works best for you and knock yourself out. I caught you. I was like, what's Brittany saying over there? I am like 40 to 50 polos behind on the hack pack. I don't know what you chatterboxes are over there talking about. Normally I'm the chatterbox. So this must be something good. But I've been so busy today, I can't catch up. I can't catch up with nothing going on Polo. And now I'm going to make sure you don't forget to blend this neckline. We've all done it. And then when I blend this, I'm kind of pushing up as I'm going. Nothing good. I'm usually an over blender too. I don't like a harsh contour, but I like for it to be slightly noticeable. So that's probably where I should stop, but I usually don't. I'll kind of keep going. But you know why? Because I can. It's a free country. We can do what we want to. And say, look, right here, you want to make sure you blend that into your hairline because you don't want that. Then it's like, dear Lord, what happened? So I just blend it up. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't it weird how it can go from being so scary to like, wow, what happened? And you don't even have to use as much as I did. I didn't really use a lot, but if you're not a big makeup wearer. Oh, you did cheetah hack? I almost did a cheetah hack, but I think I've done one the last couple times I went live, so I can't remember what I do, just to be honest. I used to go live once a week, and I have just slacked off. I'm a slacker. That's all right. Okay. So there's my face. All right. And if you'll notice, it even as it sits on your skin, it kind of starts taking on that second skin also because this cream, it moves with your skin. It doesn't set in your, like these wrinkles that I've got up here. They're kind of deep set. Your fine lines right here around your eyes and around my mouth and stuff. It doesn't set in those, which I love. So now I'm going to flip over to my second part, and I'm going to my bronzer section, and I'm just going to barely tap into some bronzer. See? Can you see those? I just kind of go right around my face, almost in a C on each side, because I still put my blush on too. But I love to see, I love how the blushes that we have here, the lip and cheek colors, they blend so well with the and mesh so well with our bronzer. So I love to layer my bronzer in my lip and cheeks. So now, like, I've been at the beach, but I hadn't. I have been on a backpack retreat. I was at the beach last week, but it was so cold. I'm probably wind chapped other than sun chapped. It was freezing. We walked on that beach. It wasn't for me, because it was like -5. And the day we left, it was like 70. I don't know how that happens, but it did. Okay, so I bronzed my neck too. I know. Kim said when she was going back, when Kim decided she was going to go back, I was like, done. You need a buddy. You need a safety sand buddy with you? I'm there. All right. This is the color Hollywood. I love it. It is one of probably our most popular, and I don't wear it enough. So we're going to wear it today. So I'm just going to use that same side of the brush and just kind of pop that along right kind of above where I contoured, but I'm going to layer it over my bronzer. Bronzer doesn't have any pigment. It's sheer, and it just provides a little bit of warmth. But it layers so pretty. It's just such a pretty color. And then I'm going to use my multitasker. I'm going to flip back over to my indigo, which was my contour color. I'm going to draw my lips. This is a great lip liner. I usually wear nude lip liners, but for the convenience of having all this together, you can't really beat this either, because this serves a great purpose. You can use the contours as lip liners, eyeshadows, contours, eyebrows, all kinds of stuff. And then I'm going to go back to that same color that I put on my cheeks, Hollywood. Hollywood. What's your dream, Hollywood? Y'all know what movie that's from? You remember watch Pretty Woman? Zunia, my friend Zunia on here, she had her pretty woman moment today. We were poloing and she didn't realize she was recording, and she was singing to Prince. I just want your kiss. She was just singing in the car and did not know she was recording. So you know what me and Carrie did? We watched her for like 4 minutes. We watched her. She sang Prince like a champ. I was like, you dork, you're recording. I finally had to tell her because it was going to go on. My battery was dying. I couldn't keep watching her. All right. Now that I've got on, my lips like I like them, I'm going to use my City Lips, a little bit of gloss. You know what? Actually, I'm going to use one of our glosses instead of somebody else's. I'm going to promote Seint today. So this is all our glosses, right? This is our glossy lip and cheek colors, and then this is our satin lip and cheek colors. See if there's more glosses. But these are more of the normal texture of your lip and cheek. They're cream, but they don't have a glossy feel to them. Like, they're not tacky or sticky. These are, but they are beautiful on. They are so pretty on. But I'm going to go in, I think, with, I'll go in with a little bit of petal right in the middle. And it's a gloss, and it's really pretty. And if you're ever using a color that you're not crazy about, you can always layer these over them too. Sometimes I use a liquid lipstick, and then I'll go back over it with these. And then the last thing I think that I have is my Illuminator. And so I'm going to use my favorite that I use almost all the time. Well, this dead pan right here. It's called Angel. And I'll just kind of put it right on the high points. I don't know if you guys can see it well. but it just adds enough of a sheen and a little nice healthy glow. Just looks healthy. Healthy glow, healthy skin glows. You don't want to be shiny and slick, but healthy skin does glow. And then the very last thing that I do, if I wanted to powder, I could powder. I could use a setting spray, but before I do anything, I always go through and I use my damp perfector sponge. Everybody needs one of these. If it's not a Seint perfector sponge, any kind of beauty sponge will do. But you go around and you just pounce it to make sure you pick up any extra product that you may have on. If you got harsh lines, it'll blend them together. That's it. And that is my face in a nutshell. So, if you are interested and you want a color match, I can tell you exactly what colors you need. All you have to do is send me a makeup-free selfie and some good lighting, like stand in front of your window, maybe a few feet back, and just hold the phone up at a good angle. You don't want any shadows on your face. It's really not great to do in direct sunlight. You don't want shadows on your face. You don't want to be in direct sunlight. You just want good natural lighting that comes from outside. So just standing in front of a door or a window, just snap a picture so that I can see what tone you are and see the skin color as it truly is. I need a good picture like that, and then I can tell you exactly what you need. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.